fifth place, 5 and 7. So some work to do in those very powerful cars.
Oh, here we go.
Usually run at the front end as the lights go out.
Here we go. Ryan Nyker. Oh, yeah, he gets a little bit sideways there. As you can see, the power trying to go down. On the inside, he covers the line. Ryan Nyker around the outside. Reta there, down into third place as Torrente gets fourth position through the first corner.
Nice one there from Renz. He's got up into fourth place, but right on his tail is Leon Loubser in arguably one of the fastest BMWs ever built in this country. Not too far behind that is, of course, another one. But Ryan Nyker is the man to watch out for at this stage. He's in the BMW known as Boris. It was one of the best and fastest BMs in its time. It's certainly still one of the fastest BMWs out there. But look at these conditions. The camera screen shows you what the drivers are experiencing if their windscreen wipers are not working.
Yeah, exactly. I think Torrente ran a little bit deep there. Interesting to see where he is at the moment as Nian leads us off. Nyker still in second place. Reta in third place. There is Torrente sticking it with the guys. And here comes the MYH Auto car on the outside. The two sister cars almost touch there. And that looks like one of the Levy cars there, I think.
Mansour Parker was on the inside line. He was on the Joker lap of the World Rallycross circuit, Pat. That's where he was going.
They're trying to go three abreast into turn 4. Not a good idea. Parker then gets it around the inside there. The guys are trying to get ahead, and you can see some of the drivers struggling to get the power down. This is so sketchy. Big sideways moment there for one of the cars further back in the field.
It was a huge one there. If I look at that, possibly Dean Paul or maybe Anwar Levy, who actually got out of shape there. But
Levy,
more importantly right now is look at the two fast cars that would usually be at the front end of Class A. They're sitting in the mid-pack right now, and they've got Class B competitors going past them, like Reinhardt. Reinhardt Miller in the Amtech car has moved his way up relatively easily through there because of the ability to get the power down. Nyker and Neon are doing it to perfection. And they're showing the way around here.
Well done to these two drivers. Marco Reta hasn't got that much experience in the big power cars, and Renzo himself coming from a background where there's more donuts and sideways action, and now suddenly finds himself right up the front. Third position there we see Amar Kutsia there in 6th place, Mansour Parker in 5th position, Dean in 9th place, Reynard in 7th, and they are just jostling all the time as they try and find the grip on this very slippery surface.
I know, it's very slippery out there. Treacherous conditions right now. Parker getting it all right here. The 27 car coming through there of Amar Kutsia, and the MYH team are in full effect there with Bob Neal fighting it in amongst the usual contenders of our usual category of BMW M Performance Racing Series guys. Troy Cochran, a little bit out of shape there for the Arrow car. And here comes the boss man. Hey, hang on a second. What's going on there now?
Let's give him some airtime,
back of the pack, baby.
Let's give him some airtime.
He's there, please. Listen, he said to me, in these kind of conditions, he wants to take the car home without any damage. So he's going to just take it easy and make sure the car's ready. Because remember, they've got some big plans coming up in the very near future. End of October, they head to Killarney for BMW M Fest. It's going to be a massive event. Hopefully, some MYH cars and some certain co-commentators will be joining us at M Fest.
Coastal car gets sideways again. There goes the Coastal car sideways again through turn 4. That is so scary. I wouldn't want to do that. And notice the line that Reta's taking there. They're trying to find the grip. As we see Niaz Modak coming through there with a one-eyed wonder M2. Very fast car. And the Coastal car also. That is
Hintenhuis.
It's Hintenhuis. So Hintenhuis, they've been working on that car. They had some issues with that car yesterday, and now the car's finally back on circuit. A lot of the Cape Town guys, a lot of the Joburg guys, been spending most of the last 24 hours trying to get their cars onto the circuit, and here they are.
Bob Neal was definitely one of them. He had some issues with spark plug issues and a misfire, so it hasn't quite worked out for him just yet. He's dropped down into, he's actually dropped out of the top 10, just into 9th place. He actually got back into 9th place there as he crossed the line. So Bob Neal there in the Dalman mining car. A usual contender at the front end, just ahead of Anwar Kutsia there in the MYH car.
Yeah.
And then I said, Ollie Hintenhuis, I beg your pardon. I said it was Levy who was drifting and spinning out.
That was Oliver.
It was actually Ollie Hintenhuis.
That was Oliver. And if we look at the class categories, Nian Toy leads Class A, Mansour Parker leads Class B, and then we got Miller leading C off, Bob Neal further back in Class A as well. But I tell you what, it's a mix and a match at the moment where you've got all these speed differentials between these cars. It makes it very interesting. You see Niaz Modak down the inside, and he takes it. Niaz Modak gets it from the 46 car over there. Well done. Turn 3, not an easy place to overtake.
No, not at all. So getting through on Parker and making his way up now into the top 5. So Modak into the top 5. Class C car making its way through there pretty rapidly. And Modak is, of course, now Class B pushing hard. Once again, it's into our sideways out of Sorrel Sweep. The back end. It's kind of indicative of the old 325 shadow lines coming out of Kyle Army at West Bank Corner, where the back end would just step out.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what's happening there.
So exciting to watch. And you got to know, the Hintenhuis name in Cape Town, all of them race, all of them are fast. And because a lot of them, I think, have a stock car background, I think all of them like to go sideways as well. So Hintenhuis really enjoying himself there as Reta crosses the line to complete another lap.
Yeah,
Oh, is that the M2? That's the M2 pulling in. Oh, I think Modex. Yeah,
no, Modex out. He's had to pull into pit lane there. So that's going to give that position back to Mansour Parker. Reinhard Miller behind him. Nice run there from Miller. At this point in time, leading Class C. Incredibly, Class C leader is up just outside of the top 5 overall.
Beautiful. Miller doing very well to fly the flag there. Hintenhouse and Miller, though, are the two cars, and you can see Hintenhouse pushing on, are the two cars that are pushing to get that Class C win. And there goes another second place car. This is, someone needs to tell these guys, this is not Formula Drift. This is, of course,
Daniel Kutsia, who got out of shape there.
Yeah, Daniel, a very young Cape Town driver, but also exceptionally talented, also just parking his car for the last couple of months, but back out on circuit. That green BMW of his is just absolutely stunning. As the rest of the field comes through, there's another MYH car pulling through as well. That's Joseph Hendricks in Class C.
So a little bit of a fight on here, but for overall honours, Neon's basically all on his own sim. Ryan Naka is not going to be touched, and of course he'll probably move himself up pretty rapidly in the championship overall, because he is a usual contender. Now, what happens for those folks that are watching from Cape Town and those folks who watch this series regularly, remember all these Cape Town wildcards, if they don't do more than 3 races in the series, will drop those points and lose them, and those points of course will then be passed on to the usual contenders, like for instance Ryan Naka, Mansour Parker, Reinhard Miller. They'll all be scoring big points later on once those drop rounds are put into effect. At this stage though, Ryan Naka, super run from him there in second place, and he's quickest at the moment, down to a 26.6.
Down to a 26.6, so this could be the onslaught of Ryan Naka as he comes into view on your screen right about now. Near the toy will now be going through turn 3 as Ryan Naka starts to use all that experience he's developed over the last couple of years in GR Cup. He told me that the GR Cup is actually more difficult to get onto the limit than this car, even though this one's much, much faster and more powerful. Let's see. Oh, someone spun out! Someone spun out. That's a big one. Joseph Hendricks avoids. That's the 21 car over there. That's Benny Late.
Yeah.
That's Benny Light, the spanner. That car's got, that's carbon fiber bits laying all over the track.
There's a lot of carbon fiber, a lot of dirty stuff on the inside of that corner as well.
Turn 5. That's the middle of turn 5. So
the marshals are going to have to get out there pretty rapidly if they can get all that stuff out the way, because otherwise you're going to find maybe potentially some puncture-proof stuff out there.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not what you want in the inside line of that corner.
There goes
Cochran starting to get a bit sideways as well. Looks like a bit of a dry line starting to form because the rain has stopped. That's one good factor.
Looks like it indeed.
So the drizzle has stopped there. I wouldn't say it's rain. A little bit of drizzle here in Cape Town. Let's see a little dry line starting to form now for these guys.
Let's see if Neon the Toy is going to head back there this time, as we catch eyes now on the 49 car.
Bob Neal.
That is Bob Neal. Right behind him, he's got Dean Ball over there. Both Joburg guys, E36. Oh, down the inside goes Ball. And this is now a drag race to turn 5.
So if that car is in full flight and's got all the ability, I can tell you right now, in usual conditions, Dean Ball wouldn't even be close to that car. Bob Neal just battling a little bit with a bit of a misfire yesterday.
Oh, yes, of course.
Not quite sure if he got it all sorted out, but he's out there to try and score as much points as he can in Class A. And considering the fact that we also lost right at the start, I haven't mentioned it yet, but I was trying to pick up to see if he'd fallen through the sidelines.
Yeah.
But the number 1 car is not there. Lopesha has gone missing almost from, I think, from lap 2.
You were right about that misfire. Chatted in the pits, and I got to apologize. Dean Ball, of course, from Port Elizabeth, not from Joburg. And I know that you Joburg guys don't like it when we bunch you guys all into one
it's all
group,
good.
eh?
It's all good, hey?
It's all north for us.
You know the nice part about that, mentioning Dean Ball, is that he's come from PE to Cape Town to race.
Thank you.
So it's showing you that the cross-pollination between the coastal events and the inland events is working, and it's working well.
Here comes.
Here's Lopesha.
Lopesha tootling around Bernie as well, but Bernie is about to get lap. Lopesha though looks like he's just circulating, maybe just trying to score points. He's not going to the pits by the looks of things, so he's staying on the circuit,
and
just
Nika's
circulating. Nika's about to pass him. So Nika now catching some back markers. Neanderthal just crossed the line with a time of 25.1. Nika gets a 26.3, looks like it. So Neon now having 28 for Nika. So Neon's picked up the pace 3 seconds. The gap has now gotten bigger.
Yeah, I think they probably put a pit board out and said, listen, Ryan's on his way. You better turn the wick up again and just maintain the pace you were going at. Now that it's dried up, it's easier to maintain that pace. Bob Neal getting back again.
Oh, here we go.
The additional power that BM's got compared to Dean Ball's car.
And here comes the E36 once again. The two of them making their way to turn 5. It's the hard braking zone, the fastest part of the circuit. The flag is up there to show change of service, but by now they should know what's happening in front there. Into the braking zone they go, but the white car stays in front.
Got to watch out for that inside line with all the broken carbon fiber bits. That's what they're warning them about. If you stay inside, it's fine because there's a clear line there. Or if you go high on the banking, it's clear. But in that middle part of the track, there's still a bit of carbon fiber out there.
Old Renzo over here, I gotta say, Renzo Torrente, one of those guys, like I said, that's made the move to circuit racing quite late in his life. And I'm not saying he's old, Renzo, if you're hearing this. He's a big guy, so I'll deal with him later.
Yeah, you can deal with him. I'm not coming there. Hey? I'm not involved in this fight.
But I've got to say, I'll get to the bit sideways there. I've got to say, he has been driving like a champ. And to be third in this level, to be third in this company, well done to Renzo, man. Well done to Renzo.
A nice run here from Torrente as he hangs in there for third place overall. We're getting to about 2.5 laps to go for the front end.
Yeah.
Neon de Toy doing a super job. In fact, he's got 3 laps to go. Neon de Toy's just crossed the line now. Back down into the 24.4s now.
Well
so
done.
It's certainly drying up.
It's definitely drying up.
Are starting to drop here.
Yeah,
they're not going into lap record pace just yet, but certainly in these conditions, a 24.4 is a respectable time.
Yeah, we head now further back. We got Cochrane over there in Class C. Class C looking like Oliver Hintenhuis in the lead. Reinhard Miller in second place. Daniel Kutsia, our Cape Town man, in third with Anwar Levy behind him. Cochrane on your screen at the moment in 5th position as he makes his way on into the braking zone over there. Bernie Dugavea further back, followed by Benny Late. That's the 45 car. Anwar Levy in 4th place there. So this is a battle for position on screen at the moment.
Yeah, a battle for track condition as opposed to class conditions.
Yeah.
The class positions there would have changed up there, and you can see just how hard he's pushing. Anwar in the Class A BMW for the Jive cool drinks machine.
I've got Anwar classified as Class C over here. Okay. Let's see.
No, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Anwar's classified as Class C, but
it's Anwar that I was looking at.
Yeah, you know these Cape Town guys like to shift their classes. I'm supposed to be in Class A according to you guys.
There's a Class A driver next to me here.
So, yeah, but some fantastic racing as the 46 car over there leads off into turn 2, and now a braking duel. These guys still fighting it out as Miller over there.
Yeah, but Hintenhuis is on his tail now. This is for the lead of Class C.
Yes.
And it's 5th and 6th place they're fighting for overall. So
oh my goodness me.
6 and 7, I should say. 6 and 7.
So yes,
the battle for Class C certainly heating up here big time.
This is that battle. Reinhard Miller, Oliver Hintenhuis, Daniel Kutsia. Let's see. We've got
running wide.
That's a big Oliver Hintenhuis in second place. That's Reinhard Miller has got first place, and Hintenhuis. This is the battle for the lead right in front for Class C. You can see it on your screen right now.
Yeah, a nice little run here from the Amtech car, doing a superb job. Reinhard Miller, he's always been a top contender in Class C, and he's certainly the man who's looking to try and take the championship overall in Class C. A lot of times, because of the sizes of the classes, when you, if you look at the way the rules work here, which you've probably had to look at coming on board here with me, is if you've got a smaller class and there's not as many cars, they tend to sort of play around with the points position. So Reinhard's in a class that's packed. So Class C, as a packed class, he's going to get full complement of points. If he can stay ahead, though.
Oh, the hard charge around the outside. Your words, not mine. As down the outside goes Hintenhuis, and this is going to be a duel into turn 1. Hintenhuis will have the outside line, which means he could have the line for turn 2. But what will that first place man Miller do as Hintenhuis takes the lead, goes around the outside?
Slots in behind him, follows the coastal car through. Not a bad outfit there. Reinhard Miller, if I was you, stay on the bumper there and check out the Cape Town lines, boy. He's going to show you the way around here and show you the reason why he was able to close down on you. So Ollie Hintenhuis hits the front end of Class C as they get into the final lap. Perfect timing from his point of view.
Yeah.
Looking for a chance now to wrap up Class C. We'll have to keep an eye out on where Neon de Toy is, because Neon de Toy, of course, is our lead car and potentially on his way down the back straightaway, or at least into turn 5.
Yeah.
There we go. This is Bernard de Gavea and Leon Lopesha. Yeah. They're on that back straightaway. Do we see a quicker car up the front end? No. There comes. That's
Torrente.
Renzo Torrente.
That's third place. Yeah.
I think Neon will be on his way to the flag.
Yeah, he should be well on his way to the flag. I think he's already taken the flag. Neon de Toy, if that was in fact the last lap, we haven't seen the checkered flag out yet. It's still green flag racing, so I think they've still got one more lap to go. It looks like they've still got one more in the bag.
It is. We were catching up on the back markers, and I saw the one lap to go because they'd have started the last lap. So he's possibly halfway around the last lap right now.
Yeah, definitely, as you say, halfway around, that's for sure. The 46 car over there, Mansour Parker doing very well indeed. Mansour Parker leading off Class B.
Yep.
Dean Ball in second place in B, and Renier Smith. And like you say, the bigger classes get more points.
They do, 100%. So as we pick up on the MYH car there onto Sorrel Sweep, getting it a bit sideways there, that's Daniel Kutsia. And I think just up the road there from him, there is Ryan Naka, that's second place. So we got Neon heading towards the flag, and possibly, I think I just heard him go across the line actually.
Oh, Class C standing.
Yeah, there he is. Cross the line.
Cross the line he goes. Neandertoy gets the flag. Neandertoy gets the flag. Second place, Ryan Nika. Third place, Renzo Terente. He still needs to grab it, but he should be there. There comes Nika. Looks like it.
Yeah, that's Nika.
And I'm still learning the way your guys' cars look. So I apologize to the listeners out there. These cars all look the same.
You must know. Yeah, they're all BMWs.
They're all BMWs.
And they've all got M Performance parts on them.
Indeed.